Righto, off for another ride. Just got home from a week in Tasmania on the BMW 800, and now I'm off just for an overnight camp on my own. I'm going to go to a place called Coliban Streamside Reserve over near Kyneton. I've got my fishing rod on board. I'm going to go and pick up some bait. Just go over and set up camp for the night and see if I can catch a fish. Not a bad sort of a day. Probably about 15 degrees I suppose. It's supposed to get to about 26, 27 here and about 27, 28 over at Kyneton, so shouldn't be too bad. I think it's going to be a bit fresh tonight. I think it's going to get down to about 10 degrees tonight, so hopefully I've got enough warm shit to keep me making a pleasant night. I'll be right. Go to bed with all my gear on if I have to. So yeah, nearly at the end of my 2 weeks holidays, so I thought I'd squeeze in a little overnighter. I asked Mick to come along, but he was busy, he's got some stuff going on, so I'm just off on my own again, which is nice. Not in any hurry, just going to potter along. Head out to Creswick, and then I'll set the map to go through the bush from Creswick, I think. Out through the back of Creswick, Daylesford, Kyneton, and then out to the reservoir. So that should be how the day pans out. I don't think there's any rain around. There was a little bit last night, but I think there's nothing on the radar and nothing on the forecast, so I think we're pretty good. Alright, so we're just coming around the back of Lake Burrumbeet down through Bo Peep Creek. Nice little spot. They do some fishing down in the creek down here too when there's plenty of water, but at the moment we haven't had rain for that long. I don't really know if there'd be much water in the old creek at the moment. I think it should be pretty dry. It's a cool little spot down through here though. This ford in winter time, this ford overflows. Oh, must have been a bit of rain. And she gets pretty well grown over with the kabungi weed. Looks like they've watered this road. Good, keep the dust down. Well, the clouds are starting to break up. It might turn out to be a nice day. It's good that it's not really hot. As we all know, riding with all the gear on, it's a bit warm after a while, but you got to do it. You can't go riding without the safety gear. I honestly reckon you ride better when you got all your gear on too. You just feel a bit more secure, I think. You see these dickheads riding around in shorts and t-shirts on these bikes in the city and that sort of shit. You think, Christ. You've obviously never had a stack. You don't know how severe gravel rash is, how much your skin burns off when you hit the bitumen. You've been through that, you know it ain't much fun. It takes a long time to heal. Skin's got to grow back over and cover. It takes a long time. Bit of road work going on. Pretty cool little view. Lake Learmonth, another lake just out from our place. No, we'll go left. Oh, lake looks good. This used to be dry. They diverted the water out of it to feed one of the reservoirs over at Evansford, and of course that stop the water filling up the reservoir, so there used used to be good fishing there. It's a big water sport, like a lot of skiing and, you know, jet skis, powerboats, all that sort of stuff. They love a lot of that sort of stuff out this way, so it's good that it's got water back in it again. They can get back into it. Wow, never been over here before. Oh fuck, she's steep. Got no ABS on this old banger. Good view of the lake though. That's cool. Sun's out. Gotta be happy with that. Gotta be careful going through tight gaps that my fishing rod doesn't get caught. Ooh. Highway bridge. Now we're at the back of Creswick. Anybody that knows where that is? Nice out here. This bloody weather's just turning out perfect. Creswick, this is what they call Slady Creek Forest, State Forest. That's a good call. There's a few campgrounds there, you specified campgrounds there. We've camped in them all over the years. We used to bring barrels out here, 18-gallon barrels of beer, and big people, we'd have a party and crank up the music. I think that I've been down this one before, and I think I got trapped in a creek down here. Pretty good stream. Oh, I'm making this track here on a fucking map. There it is. Fucking hell. Instead of prefer unpaved roads, it's just wash. Yeah. Fair hole. Holy fucking hell, what have we got here? To go around. Trees and bits and bobs. We'll go through that. Whoop. Hold the foot in the seat. Whoop. Orbeez must come out here. Have a bit of fun in the wet. Oh no! Got off the track. Fairly undulating track, this one goes up and down a fair bit. Oh, there's a fair few little washouts. Oh shit, what have we got here? Which way? Round to the right. Actually, I think we go straight across. There we do. Righto, what's in here? What mischief can I get myself up to in here? A bit like the one I went on before. Doesn't look quite as bad yet. I say yet. They inevitably turn to shit. There's logging going on out here. Oh. I'd say there's been a fair bit of rain a while back, because there's a lot of leaves and rubbish and stuff washed down and builds up on the tree roots across the track, and you're not sure whether they're just a little bit of a tree root or there's a big drop off behind them, so you've got to be a bit careful. I don't know where we're going straight through. I've got to keep remembering that my fishing rod's on the back and it sticks out a mile, so I don't want to catch it on a tree and snap my fishing rod. These are pretty cool tracks so far. Oh. Oh, which way? Straight across. I don't even know if I could. I think I've been through here before. If I could even afford a flasher bike like a KTM or a T7 or something like that, I don't know that I'd actually buy one, because this old bugger does just about everything, and it's like, I'm not good enough rider to be able to tell the difference between good and shit suspension or anything like that. I just ride with what I got, and I don't want to spend big money on something that I'll just smash around the bush. I really think that's just a bit extravagant on my part. I understand people buying them and spending the money on them, they're good things. I have no issues with people buying them. I think, you know, if you can afford them and you can, you know, you can use the benefits that they've got, good luck to you. Jesus, this is all fucking blackberries. Yeah, good luck to them, but it's a fucking blackberry tunnel. Well, not blackberry, gorse. I think I've been through here once before, years ago. But yeah, it's just not for me. I'm just better off hacking around this old banger, and the simplicity of it, you know, shit. Just an old carby engine, there's no electronics, there's no cruise control, traction control, any of that sort of stuff like I've got on my 800. Which is really good stuff. Like I think, you know, there is a use for that stuff. Like I just did a trip around Tassie on the 800, and that was the benefits of those things. We did some savage downhills and uphills on the gravel, and they were the traction control and the ABS and that sort of stuff, it just comes into its own. But for this old banger, just a bit of engine braking and brake, you know, it's just a lot simpler, a lot easier, and a lot lighter. Like you see some of the big boys, they take the big Kynetos and that through the desert and all that sort of stuff. And I'm sure that's where those bikes really come into their own. I mean, I'd take the DR across the desert, it wouldn't worry me at all. But things like electric fuel pumps and all that sort of shit that you know, you have a problem with stuff like that, and then what do? You know, you're out in the middle of nowhere, unless you're carrying a spare pump or whatever. With this old banger, if it shits up, it's usually something you can fix on the side of the road. Pinch Gut Road. To Daylesford. Pull up and have a drink and a rest for a few minutes. And this is the main street of Daylesford. Pull up here somewhere and get a nice cold drink. Nice spot right next to this beautiful big Chevy Chevelle. Look at that. It's nice, isn't it? Drink and a sanger. Pretty up half an hour and watch the world go by. Good ride today. Good fun. Dirty old sandwich. Love sandwiches. Anyway. Break. Have a bit of a break and then get moving. I thought I'd just take a little look down into Hepburn Springs. Spa baths, country, natural spa water springs. Pop out of the ground, and they've got little pumps and things here that you can pump your own mineral water. Been done up a lot over the years, this place. It used to just be a gully going through here, and they just had these little holes coming out of the walls of like on the walls of the gully, that the natural spring water used to just flow out of, and you'd stick your bottle underneath it and fill it up. Some people really love it. They swear by all the health benefits and that sort of stuff for it, but I reckon it tastes like shit. When we were kids, we used to mix it with cordial, and sort of half tasted reasonable. It was the closest thing we had to soft drink, I think. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's the spa bath down there. I think that other one was a cafe. Anyway, better get back on my mission, I suppose. Fuck, Jesus, it's just fucking straight down. Anyway, we're down. Taking me through some goat tracks, that's for sure. Jesus, how long does this go for? Well, it sounds like it's taken me to a track. I'm very aware of my fishing rod. Dry diggings track. Okay, dry diggings track. Oops, that way. Jesus. Gee, steep. Right. Straight down. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, back out onto the gravel roads. Oh wow, good view out there. These are great tracks. Good thing when you go on a new exploration somewhere, you go looking somewhere you haven't been, you don't know whether you'll end up with good tracks or shit tracks. These are great. A lot of like old diggings and stuff out here too, which is really cool. of an obstacle. I've been for a walk. That way's straight into a gully, and that way you can get up past that stump and up through there if I've cleared a heap of trees and shit, but then you got to go straight down that bank there. So I'll just backtrack a bit and just cruise back up to where this one came off. Bit of a climb back out there. And I don't want to keep going down that track because this is where years ago a massive storm came through and downed thousands of trees. So I don't really know how far along that track. There could be shitloads more of them. Anyway, we'll work out where this takes us. Down here, this might be our digs for the night. Guess what? You can't get in. I have a bit of a squeeze there if I can work out if there's no water in the river anyway. That campsite was a bust. There's nothing there. Overgrown, no water in the creek. Yeah, it was a dud. So hopefully there's somewhere I can get a camp. I think I saw somewhere that there was camping spots. Pretty cool. We'll go for a look down there. Is it locked or just closed? Yep, padlock. No unauthorised entry. Oh, this is pretty cool. And that's sort of the secondary spillway going back into the river. And over this side, like the main spillway. Looks like a pretty old one. And that's the main spillway up over there. Pretty cool. Actually, there's a sign there. What does that say? Upper Coliban Reservoir. On water access prohibited here. Viewing area, sheltered seating, prohibited access, walking paths, seating, toilet, car park, single exit. Myself a nice little spot to park up. I'm not happy camping here. I don't feel like getting told to piss off out of it in the middle of the night. So, and it's a bit open and exposed, so I think I might take it to the one of the old favourites. Head for Blackwood on the creek. So anyway, that's the plan. I'll head back over to Blackwood, just check out one of my old camping spots. It's a really good little spot. It's down on a creek. Nobody can see you. Down the road. You can have a little fire. Yeah, cook up some food. So I think that might be my plan. Coming down into Blackwood. It's beautiful down through here. Admittedly it's on the bitumen, but only a little bit. It's really nice. It's so windy and scenic. Here old Digger labouring his arse off. Here we are in the main street of Blackwood. So what I'm going to do is cruise down to my little sneaky caravan camping spot and see if there's anyone down there. If there's not, I'm going to set up camp and I'm going to sneak back up to the shops and get some milk. I've got to remember where you turn off to go down into the creek. Somebody's bloody down here, I think. No, they're not. And this is us for the night. Check it out. Little creek. Beautiful. I don't know if you're supposed to camp here or not. I have before. Never got no shit for it. Alrighty, let's set up camp. Righto. Well, here I am in my camp. It's beautiful. Been a great ride. Out through Daylesford, Kyneton, across to Blackwood. A few, a lot of bush tracks in between. Set Osmond maps to go the dirt way. As much dirt as it could find, and that's what I like about Osmond, it does that. Sends on Wild Goose Chase, took me some really rough, through some real rough shortcut tracks. Love that stuff. So yeah, set up camp here at Blackwood. I've been here before, it's a nice little spot down on the creek. Yeah, and I'm just going to chill out for the night. I've got some homemade spag bowl that Suzanne made the other night. It's, instead of beef, it's chicken. I'm going to warm that up and have that. Kick back, listen to a bit of music, and that's it for me for the night. I'll see you in the morning. Righto. Well, it's been a good day. Now it's time for a cup of tea before bed. Packed up, ready to rock and roll. Fishing rods on, Swags on. Bags are on. Let us go. Let's go. Fires out. No shit left behind. One last look at the scenery. Up the big hill. Alright, let's get out of here. Got fuel last night, so I don't need to get fuel. All day. Started off a bit foggy and a bit cool, but as the sun's come up and burnt the fog off, it's perfect. No wind. It's probably about 20 degrees now. In through Blackwood. And on we go. Just thought I'd call into Gordon. Oh, sorry about the finger. Call into Gordon on the way back and see if I can get a cup of coffee. Might be a coffee shop of some sort. I know there's a pub, but it's a bit early for a frosty treat. Surely there'd be a coffee shop. Everywhere's got coffee shops nowadays.